So hello viewers and welcome to game 1 of this show match here, best of 7 SC2casts.com, King of the Hill show match number 4, reigning champion Naniwa, MYM Naniwa, meet your makers against Liquid Ret or just Ret. So it looks to be, I think Naniwa is going to be picking the light pink once again. He's going to be spawning as the light pink Protoss at the 12 o'clock position. And Blue Zerg, Ret at the bottom 6 o'clock position. So cross spawns is going to be good for Ret. That means he's really, he's able to get his natural expansion started pretty quickly without fear of any early pressure. Very unlikely we're going to see a 2-gate from Naniwa, and already my voice is given out. But I'll just clear my throat and mute the mic whenever I can so I can keep on trucking along. And of course I had meetings this morning and work, so I'm just tired. But anyways, that's casting and trying to live a normal life as well. So pulling up the production tab, the pylon is started. It looks like Nani wants to put his wall off here and maybe go for a fast expansion if he does scout cross positions, which he probably is going to. He's going to be going there next. Looks like he might be grabbing the Xel'Naga Watchtower first. No, he's just going to go straight to the base. I do like it when players pick up the Xel'Naga Watchtower. If he would have picked it, he would have seen this drone going here, so he would have absolutely 100% known that the player Ret was spawning here. But nonetheless, he is going to find them. And Ret is going for pool first. No gas, no hatch. This is an interesting build. Since the 1.1.2 patch, I have seen a lot of players going for a 15 hatch and then gas pool. But looks to be not the case here for Ret. Ret does not have nearly enough minerals to get this expansion started, but Nani is going to be BM and put down that pylon. So Ret's not going to get an expansion anytime soon. I would like to see him throw down a gas and a roach warren and at least get some roaches out early to get rid of this. I mean, he could do it with a couple Zerglings as well, but ever since the patch, when I play Zerg, I don't like to produce any more than 2 Zerglings in a cross-position spawn like this. Especially with Ret scouting this here gateway down here at the bottom, and it looks like Nani's going to be going for a very fast Nexus. That's a gateway Nexus, no Zealot, and no other Cybernetics core. So, ooh. I really like this from Nani, as he's going to have quite the edge if Ret does not get his gas up and running real quick. And it looks like I might be lagging, hopefully not. But the first 4 Zerglings are out already, and there's 4 more in production. It looks to be a little bit of some early pressure, but I really don't like that. He does not have speed. He's just getting his gas now. His queen's about to pop, and it looks like he might go try to kill off whatever he can, but Nani is probably going to get this walled off. He's got his forge here, needs to get that Zealot out, and he's going to use his Cybernetics core as his 3rd building, and very nice job. He did have his probe there for a second, just to block any Zerglings that are going to try to get in, but they get distracted by a scouting probe, and that delayed them quite a bit. If they would have went straight for the base, they may have gotten in, but that Zealot is, he was out. He must have cancelled that Zealot. Yeah, he must have cancelled the Zealot to get the Cybernetics core and cannons up as fast as he could. But, wow, did he... Oh, yes, okay, so he's scouting that there's really no pressure with that probe, so he just cancelled the Zealot yet again. 2 cannons are going to be enough. I would like to see him put something here, though, to block this off, but he is the champion. He must know what he's doing. Ret's expansion is about 75% of the way done. Queen is migrating over. The 2nd queen is just about to pop. I really like the fact that he has produced a 2nd queen before going to lair. He just now has the gas to go to lair. I'm not sure if that's what he's going to do. No, he's going to get Zergling speed. Very peculiar build from Ret here. In cross spawn positions, I don't like this. I would like to see Zergling speed either a little bit faster or the hatch first. But anyways, Ret did transfer some drones over, and obviously Naniwa did transfer some probes as well. Very ballsy here. Ret's got a couple overlords in plain view. The Cybernetics core is done, and a stalker is now being produced. So these overlords are going to have to get out, or they may get killed. Don't want to lose a couple overlords this early in the game. That can supply lock you and give you a lot of issues. You can stop your drone production, and it allows the Protoss to put on any early aggression that he wants, or just take that advantage and take another expansion if he chooses to do so. But you don't see a lot of Protoss players double expanding, that's for sure. And if we look at the income tab, I'm sure Naniwa's a little bit ahead in minerals per second, but drones, Ret is actually ahead on. So even though he produced those 8 Zerglings and he got his expansion up later, he is ahead on drones by 3. So he's just powering those as fast as possible. He was able to get that queen down here to spawn larva ASAP, and he's even got a creep tumor out. Just the one that he's choosing to spread so far. I probably would use a second one as well to get that creep going. When you're at cross spawn positions like this, it's very, very handy for you to to get that creep out ASAP. And I don't know, if there's any lag, I could turn off chat, but there's not too many people, so I won't worry about it quite yet. In the next game, maybe I'll take a look. But anyways, Evo Chamber is down, getting that range 1 upgrade. Roach Warren, the lair is done. I don't see a Hydralisk Den. I would like to see that as well, especially if he's getting Roach level 1 ranged upgrade. Or sorry, not Roach level 1, Zerg level 1 range upgrade. But still not really making use of that lair. Maybe he's going to get Roach Speed. Yes, he is going to get Glial Reconstitution for the Roach Speed. Ret's got an Overlord hanging out, so he's able to see exactly what Nani's doing, and he's not doing that much. Further in the base, though, he does have a robotics facility and his robotics bay going up, as well as 3 additional gateways. He's going to need more production facilities than that if he wants to utilize the income that he does have. And I don't like the fact that he is that far behind on drones or harvesters. 12 behind now. That's significantly behind. Maybe he stopped production or he hasn't been chrono boosting. But he does need to get those out ASAP. He fast expanded. He had the earlier expansion. And he needs to have more drones and more economy. But looks like Red is gearing up to take another expansion here at the gold. I do like this because in cross positions you can take your gold so easily. It's very protectable here with if you spread your creep and get your roaches out early, get a couple spine crawlers up in this area if you really need to. But if there's no pressure, then you really don't need to worry about that. But the Spire is coming up. I like that from Ret. Mutalisks are very, very effective against Protoss. And all these roaches are actually going to do a lot of damage to this wall because now they can actually attack the cannons from a distance without being... well, before the patch, when their range was 3, they could not attack the cannons if the cannons were properly placed, and the cannons could actually fire back on the roaches. But now that their range is 4, they can attack these cannons, and the cannons are going to go down. No! Wow, a bunch of force fields going down, and if this Colossi gets in the right position, he can do the splash damage on all of these roaches. They are going down. So nice job by that Colossi, and Nani getting that out just in time. Thermal Lances is almost done, and the second Colossi is about halfway there. He's not really keeping up on Chrono Boost. I'm not impressed at all. 100 Chrono Boost there. 70, well, he did have 75, but he used one more here on the Colossi. But 50 there, 100 here. Needs to use that a lot more if he wants to get his units out in time. That is definitely why he is behind on Harvesters. Although he has closed the gap, he's now down to 3. So it looks like Ret's stopped a lot of his drone production and went more for units. He is getting some Corruptors out. Of course, Corruptors are one of the best ways to deal with Colossi. I don't think... Did Corruptors have their energy removed as well, or was it just Thor's? No, Corruptors did have their energy removed too, so you can no longer feed back these Corruptors. I thought I read that, but I wasn't too sure. Getting a couple Phoenix out... I like that idea because it is going to force the Corruptors to target the Phoenix first and then the Colossi after. And of course, the Corruptors only do bonus damage to Massive, not to Light. So the Phoenix should be fairly okay. And a little bit peculiar here, trying to go for the expansion, but BM Ret putting some creep down is going to prevent that. But he's going to come in and warp a couple Stalkers to get rid of that. Ret clearly sees that and gets his Overlords out before they get killed. Nice job by Ret. It is going to allow him to delay this expansion by a little bit. But Nani's just going to pick those Stalkers up and try to come kill off these Overlords. really nice job Overlord hunting. I would really like him to use these Phoenix to hunt these Overlords as well. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 around the base, or around the map that he could take out. A lot of Zerg players on this map like to put their Overlords at each expansion and poop some creep. And it looks like Nani may be doing that. He is going to go scout around, make sure there's no crazy bases coming up. But Ret's already getting his 4th base up, while Nani is just starting his 3rd. Income tab once again is going to show that Ret has a clear advantage in the income, almost 30% more. So yeah, quite a bit. Tons of roaches out on the field. I think since the range upgrade, he really likes to get these roaches out, but I'm not a huge fan of that right now. And yes, Ret is spreading the creep like a boss. Could be a little bit more. Definitely could have more creep tumors. Could have one this way and even one this way, or produce that extra queen. And wow, Overlord hunting here, lots. Nani's actually got 2 kills now, I believe. But the Corruptors are here. They are going to try to take that out. Now the Phoenix are going to have to get away. They are much faster than the Corruptors, but the Corruptors' range is farther, so the Phoenix cannot obviously kite them like they can kite mutas. But still just